The Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10. If that's setting the tone, then the tone is screeching nasty fingernails on the biggest chalkboard in the world.
But I like it. You're throwing on the first play of the game, right? You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to send a message to the defense that you're going to take shots and you're going to push the football down the field. But come on, man. I mean, you've practiced the opening play for this game all week long. You've executed it in practice. It didn't look like that this week.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. To the air, it's Griffin. Unleashes to the end zone. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind.
He'll take the deep shot. Snags it down the right side. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get it set.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a...
Touchdown, Broncos! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab at the 30. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon, that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he puts through the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Griffin. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
The aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
On the move, he fires. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's right. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's right. Powers through. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away.
Open runway ahead. The tap. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback on the keeper. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's third down. Looking to pass. It's Griffin. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of couple times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. Looking down the left side. It's complete! A huge pickup! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man, it's Griffin. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Floating away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown USC! Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
They're like the kid at the playground that just doesn't